The purpose of this video is to demonstrate how LetterTrack users can now generate 4x6 labels with postage already included on them. The first step is to register an account on ShipStation, which is the shipping platform offered by Stamps.com. After you've registered your account on ShipStation and created an order, you simply will select the order in orders awaiting shipment. Once you've selected the order, you'll want to select USPS First Class Mail as the service, and for the package you'll select letter. The weight also has to be entered here, so in our example we're selecting a 1-ounce letter. At this point you simply hit the create and print label button to generate the 4x6 label. I just hit the test option here in ShipStation so that you can see what it looks like. You'll notice there is no packing slip included here. So when you're setting up ShipStation, we'll go back to the settings here and we go to printing setup. Under the label 4x6, if you click the document options link, you want to make sure the 4x6 label is selected, not the 4x6 with packing slip. So we just want the 4x6 by itself when we're generating the 4x6 label with the postage on it. So if we go back to orders awaiting shipment, we select the order in ShipStation. We just manually entered this order for this example here, but you can import your orders from various different platforms like TCG Player or other online stores, eBay, Etsy, things like that. So anyway, going back to our order, you make sure the service is USPS First Class Mail, package type is letter, enter the weight of the envelope, and then you'll hit the create and print label button. So that will generate the preview of the actual 4x6 label that instead of sending to your printer, you will simply download to your computer. So it downloads it in PDF format. So we're going to hit the download button here, which downloads that 4x6 label, which already has postage on it. And by the way, the postage is reduced by 4 cents. So it's 4 cents less than when you're applying a US postage stamp. That's the discount you get from using an online postage provider like Stamps.com /ShipStation. So what you'll notice when you look at this 4x6 label is there is a barcode that looks like the LetterTrack barcode already on here that ShipStation is adding above the address, which is completely useless, does not provide any tracking. So here is where you will now take this downloaded PDF, you will process it in LetterTrack, it will hide this barcode and add the LetterTrack tracking barcode, which then gives you the full trackability of your shipment from origin to destination through the US postal system. If you want the buyer's email to also be captured and available in LetterTrack so that the buyer will receive the real-time tracking emails, you also have to export a CSV file containing your orders from ShipStation, since the CSV file does contain the buyer's email address. And if you export that CSV and import it into LetterTrack along with your 4x6 label PDF, LetterTrack will be able to capture the buyer's email as well. So that extra step, if you want the buyer's email, is to click Other Actions here and click Export Orders. From here, you're going to hit Create New Format, and you're going to call it the LetterTrack format or LetterTrack Export. From the available fields on the left, you need to select every single field that is available in ShipStation so that when you export the orders, all of the fields will be exported in the CSV file. For some reason, ShipStation is taking a while to show this to us here. Here we go. So we simply go down the list, select every single field that is available in ShipStation, and there's the customer email. Almost there. And unfortunately, you can't highlight these and select them all together, so they do have to be selected one at a time, like we're doing here. But when you get to the bottom and you have selected the last field, you simply click the right arrow, which moves all the fields over into the fields to be exported, and we hit Save Export Format. So now we've got a saved format in here called LetterTrack Export. That way in the future, when you click the Export Orders option, you can just select that saved export that's already there to export your orders. So we're just going to hit the Export button here to export the file, and that has now exported this order out of ShipStation. Now we simply navigate over to LetterTrack, we log into the system, we hover over the import a file and create multiple envelopes labels and select the import ShipStation orders option. On the screen here, the first step, if you are going to be importing a CSV file, is to import that CSV file first. If you're skipping that step because you don't care about having the buyer's email, you can go directly to selecting your PDF and uploading it and processing it. But in our example here, we're going to select the CSV file that we just exported out. We're going to upload it, and now we hit Process CSV. So now that information has been captured. So we have the buyer's email. And now we're going to choose File for the PDF. We select the PDF file. We click Upload, and now we hit Process PDF. We're presented with an Adobe icon, which means that the processing is complete. We click that icon, and now you'll notice the ShipStation barcode above the recipient address has been covered. The new LetterTrack tracking barcode has been added below the recipient address. And if we navigate to the tracking screen, you'll see that we have captured the buyer's email as well with this record in the system. So that is everything that needs to be accomplished in order to process 4x6 labels that already contain postage in LetterTrack. There can be an unlimited number of orders processed at one time. So in our example here, we just processed one order, but you could have as many orders as you want. And when you hit the generate 4x6 label option and it brings up the preview and you download that PDF will have as many pages as orders you are processing. So let's say you've got 500 orders to process. You select them all, create label, your PDF comes up. Instead of it having one 4x6 label like we had in our example, it would have 500. You download that PDF, you export the CSV file, and then in LetterTrack, you just follow the same steps that we went through to import the CSV and the PDF, and your resulting downloaded PDF will have a new LetterTrack barcode below the recipient address on every single 4x6 label that has the postage on it. And then from there, you simply send them out to your printer, apply them to your envelopes or your packages, and place them in the mail.